In a world where billionaires and royalty often bask in the limelight, one of Asia's richest and most influential figures has quietly chosen to remain out of sight. With a fortune that places him among the wealthiest individuals on the planet, this elusive prince has never made a public appearance that we know of. His name is synonymous with power and luxury, yet his face remains a mystery. So, what lies behind this intriguing decision? Why has Asia's richest prince, despite his immense wealth and influence, chosen to live a life of deliberate invisibility? In an age where the wealthiest individuals often find themselves at the center of media attention, there is one figure whose presence remains largely a mystery. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal of Saudi Arabia, often referred to as Asia's richest prince, is a man whose fortune is estimated to be in the billions, making him one of the wealthiest individuals in the world. He is known for his vast investments in global companies like Citigroup, Apple, and Twitter, as well as his philanthropic efforts aimed at improving education, health, and poverty alleviation. Yet, despite his immense wealth and influence, Prince Al-Walid has consistently remained out of the public eye. In a world where public figures, especially those of his stature, are often eager to bask in the limelight, Prince Al-Walid's decision to maintain an extremely low public profile is both intriguing and puzzling. His name is widely recognized, but his face is rarely seen, and interviews or public appearances by him are a rarity. This level of discretion, especially for a man who is heavily involved in global business and politics, raises questions about his motivations. Why would someone with such power and resources choose to stay in the shadows? Is it a strategic decision tied to privacy, security, or perhaps even political reasons? Or is it simply a personal preference to remain outside the ever-watchful gaze of the media? The mystery of Asia's richest prince has captivated many, and exploring the reasons behind his absence from the public sphere offers a glimpse into the complexities of wealth, power, and personal choice in the modern world. Number 1. The enigmatic life of Prince Al-Walid bin Talal. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal is an incredibly wealthy and influential figure, yet his life remains largely enigmatic. Known for his extensive business dealings and vast fortune, Al-Walid is often labeled as one of the wealthiest individuals in the world. His investments span various sectors, from tech giants like Twitter and Apple to real estate and hospitality businesses. Despite his global influence and massive financial portfolio, Al-Walid remains one of the most private billionaires. His personal life is rarely seen in public domain, and he seldom grants interviews or makes appearances. This public invisibility is starkly in contrast to other high-profile billionaires who use their wealth and status as platforms for fame, such as Elon Musk or Richard Branson. These individuals often seek out media coverage and leverage their celebrity to grow their brands and influence. On the other hand, Al-Walid has consciously opted to remain behind the scenes, preferring to let his business ventures speak for themselves. The reasons behind this choice are multifaceted, involving a combination of personal preference, cultural considerations, and strategic decision-making. Al-Walid's decision to stay out of the limelight could be tied to the cultural and political environment in which he operates. Saudi Arabia, where the prince is based, has a unique political structure that often favors discretion and careful management of public appearances, especially for members of the royal family. This decision also allows Al-Walid to focus on his primary interests, which are business and philanthropy, without being distracted by the constant scrutiny that comes with fame. In addition, Al-Walid's private life gives him greater control over his narrative. By staying out of the media spotlight, he avoids the pitfalls that often come with public fame, such as media misrepresentation, personal scrutiny, and unwanted publicity. This enigmatic approach has allowed him to build a reputation as a powerful figure while maintaining a level of privacy that many of his peers might envy. Number 2. The role of Saudi royalty and their public personas. In Saudi Arabia, the royal family plays a central role in the governance of the nation. The public personas of royals, however, are typically carefully curated to reflect the values and expectations of the ruling monarchy. The visibility of the Saudi royal family is closely tied to the political structure and the cultural context of the kingdom. While some members of the royal family, like Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, have embraced a more public-facing role, others, such as Prince Walid, have opted for a more reserved approach. The public image of Saudi royals is dictated by a mix of religious, political, and social expectations. In a nation where religion and state are deeply intertwined, royals are often expected to maintain a level of modesty and restraint. Their public appearances and actions are scrutinized by both the domestic population and the international community. For Prince Al-Walid, whose wealth and influence extend far beyond Saudi Arabia, this means he must navigate the delicate balance of maintaining his private lifestyle while fulfilling his obligations as a royal. Al-Walid's low public profile can be seen as a strategic choice that reflects the general attitude toward public appearances within the royal family. While certain royals may pursue visibility as a means to build personal influence or political power, Al-Walid is constantly and consistently preferred to keep a lower profile. His focus appears to be on business, philanthropy, and international relations, rather than on the internal politics of the royal family or public celebrity. The Saudi royal family also manages its media image through state-controlled channels, which ensures that the narrative surrounding them aligns with the monarchy's interests. Al-Walid, as the member of this family, may have intentionally distanced himself from the media, understanding that the public persona of royals is often influenced by political agendas. By staying out of the spotlight, he can maintain a level of control over how he is perceived, both within Saudi Arabia and globally. Number 3. The impact of the 2017 anti-corruption purge. In 2017, Prince Al-Walid bin Talal was arrested during a sweeping anti-corruption purge initiated by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The purge targeted many high-ranking members of the royal family, prominent businessmen, and government officials. Prince Al-Walid, who had long been considered one of the kingdom's most powerful individuals, was detained, along with dozens of other influential figures. He was reportedly held in the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Riyadh for several months while the government investigated his financial activities. The political implications of this event were significant, not only because of the high-profile nature of the individuals arrested, but also because of the wider message it sent. The purge was seen as an effort by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to consolidate power within the royal family, reduce corruption, and modernize Saudi Arabia. For Prince Al-Walid, the experience was a turning point that likely impacted his public visibility. Although Al-Walid was eventually released after reportedly reaching a financial settlement, the events surrounding his detention were widely covered in international media. The arrest and the subsequent media frenzy raised questions about Al-Walid's relationship with the ruling regime and the potential reasons for his arrest. His involvement in such a high-profile political event, coupled with the uncertainty around his future, may have led him to reassess his approach to public appearances. In the years following his release, Al-Walid's public appearances have been few and far between. It is possible that the experience of being detained and the negative publicity surrounding the purge made him more cautious about his visibility. By keeping a low profile, Al-Walid avoids drawing attention to any potential political or personal controversies, maintaining control over his public image in an uncertain political climate. Number 4. Privacy in the age of social media. In an era dominated by social media and constant connectivity, privacy has become increasingly rare, especially for high-profile figures. Celebrities, billionaires, and political leaders are often expected to maintain a presence on platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where their every move can be tracked and reported in real time. For Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, however, the desire for privacy in this hyper-connected world is one of the reasons behind his low public profile. While many wealthy individuals use social media to boost their personal brands and connect with their audience, Al-Walid has consciously chosen not to participate in this phenomenon. By avoiding the spotlight, he has managed to keep his personal life and business dealings largely private. His decision to stay away from social media platforms allows him to control what information about him is shared and how it is perceived. Al-Walid's approach to privacy can be viewed as a conscious decision to protect his personal space. With his immense wealth and global influence, he is constantly at risk of being targeted by those seeking to exploit his status. Social media, while offering opportunities for personal branding, also exposes individuals to risks such as cyber attacks, identity theft, and public backlash. By maintaining a low public profile, Al-Walid avoids these potential pitfalls, choosing instead to keep a careful distance from the digital world. Number 5. Al-Walid's personal preferences and character. Prince Al-Walid's decision to remain out of the public eye can be attributed to his personal preferences and character. Unlike other billionaires who actively cultivate a public persona, Al-Walid has always been more private and reserved. His calm and composed demeanor, along with his preference for a private lifestyle, suggests that he does not seek fame or the validation that often comes with being in the public spotlight. Al-Walid's character is one of the main reasons why he does not participate in the media frenzy that surrounds many of his peers. He's not interested in drawing attention to himself or engaging in the theatrics often associated with the ultra-wealthy. Instead, he is focused on his business ventures, which include investments in companies like Citigroup, Twitter, and Apple, and his philanthropic efforts through the Al-Walid Philanthropies Foundation. His work is his main focus, and he prefers to let his actions speak louder than his words. In contrast to other high-profile business figures, Al-Walid's personality does not lend itself to the type of media attention that other billionaires actively seek. He is more focused on long-term goals, and public appearances or media coverage do not align with his values or objectives. This preference for privacy allows Al-Walid to maintain a sense of normalcy and control over his life, despite his vast wealth. Al-Walid's character also aligns with the cultural expectations of Saudi Arabia's royal family. Members of the Saudi royal family are often expected to be modest and maintain a level of discretion, especially when it comes to public appearances. Al-Walid's decision to live a low-profile life may reflect these cultural values, as well as his own personal inclination to stay out of the media spotlight. Number 6. The politics of Saudi Arabia's royal family. The political environment within Saudi Arabia plays a significant role in shaping the public personas of its royal family members. Saudi Arabia has a unique governance structure where the royal family holds significant power, but its members must navigate complex political dynamics to maintain their positions. The kingdom's politics are tightly controlled by the ruling monarch, and more recently, by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. For Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, his public visibility is deeply intertwined with the political climate of Saudi Arabia. While Al-Walid is a powerful figure in Saudi Arabia and internationally, he must operate within the context of a monarchy that is highly focused on maintaining stability and control. The royal family's public appearances are often measured, and discretion is valued. In this environment, Al-Walid's choice to maintain a low profile could be a strategic decision to avoid attracting unwanted attention or embroiling himself in political controversies. The purge of 2017, during which Al-Walid was arrested, highlights the complex and sometimes volatile nature of Saudi Arabian politics. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's efforts to consolidate power and eliminate corruption within the royal family put Al-Walid in a precarious position. His subsequent release was accompanied by significant international attention, and it is possible that this event led him to further withdraw from the public eye to avoid being drawn into any political conflicts or power struggles. Al-Walid's limited public presence allows him to maintain a degree of independence within the royal family. By not actively focusing and engaging in the political sphere, he can focus on his business empire and philanthropic initiatives without getting involved in the internal power struggles that often characterize royal families. This careful navigation of Saudi Arabian politics is another reason why Al-Walid may have chosen to remain an enigmatic figure. Number 7. Al-Walid's business philosophy, a focus on behind-the-scenes success. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal's approach to business is as enigmatic as his public life. While many billionaires are known for their public-facing ventures and media engagements, Al-Walid is always focused on behind-the-scenes success. His business philosophy revolves around making strategic investments, particularly in global companies such as Citigroup, Apple, and Twitter, without seeking constant media attention. This method of business management allows him to remain out of the spotlight while building a diversified portfolio of assets. Al-Walid's focus is on long-term growth and value creation rather than the short-term visibility that many of his peers chase. He prefers to let his investments speak for themselves, believing that true success is measured by the strength of his business empire rather than by the number of headlines he generates. This approach to business has allowed him to accumulate vast wealth without the need for constant media exposure. By staying out of the public eye, Al-Walid can avoid distractions and focus on his strategic goals. He's not interested in the fame or publicity that often comes with being a prominent billionaire. Instead, he concentrates on making thoughtful investments and managing his global portfolio with a focus on sustainability and long-term success. This quiet approach to business has allowed Al-Walid to build a lasting legacy without the need for constant media attention. Al-Walid's business philosophy also extends to his philanthropic work, where he emphasizes impact over visibility. Through his foundation, Al-Walid Philanthropies, he has donated millions to causes related to healthcare, education, and poverty alleviation. Yet, despite his charitable contributions, Al-Walid does not use these efforts to boost his public profile. His focus remains firmly on creating tangible change without seeking public acclaim. Number 8. The power of philanthropy. Al-Walid's charitable contributions. Despite his reclusive nature, Prince Al-Walid bin Talal is no stranger to philanthropy. His charitable contributions through his foundation, Al-Walid Philanthropies, have had a significant impact both in Saudi Arabia and globally. The foundation supports projects in areas such as healthcare, education, and poverty alleviation. Al-Walid's commitment to philanthropy is well known, yet he has consistently chosen not to make his charitable work the focal point of his public persona. Instead of using his philanthropy as a tool for self-promotion, Al-Walid directs his efforts toward causes he believes will create lasting social change. Al-Walid Philanthropies have supported a wide range of initiatives, from funding healthcare projects in underdeveloped countries to contributing to educational initiatives in the Middle East. His foundation has also provided disaster relief in areas affected by crises, such as the Syrian refugee crisis. And so here, we have reached the end of this video. What are your thoughts about this video? Share with us in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.